We've had opportunity over the last several weeks, months, to watch this gentleman make some moves, some discussions, some exploratory discussions. But as of this moment, he's ready to be clear about his intentions, and he came to the WLB family to say so. Good morning, Attorney Russell Neverdon.
Good morning, Senator.
What's going on, sir?
Well, it's been a long time coming. I've taken my time, as you said, in the lead up that I've gone out, I've spoken to my elders, those who have gone out and done political things before me and made things possible, so that I even have an opportunity to come before you today and make it known that I am unequivocally running for the office of State's Attorney for Baltimore City.
As you went through the process to lead up to this point, what made you say from, I'm going to think about it, to now, today, you're making the announcement, you're going forward?
Well, it really was, when I think about my history and how I got started in law, I knew one day at some point in time, working with respect to, from the prosecutorial side, was something that I wanted to do. You know, God has a way of making things happen in His time. When I finished law school and after clerking at the State's Attorney's Office, I was, hoping that I would get a position there. And there was a hiring freeze in Baltimore City, and so God said, well, I'm going to direct you in another way. I'm going to give you some experiences and do some other things with the community and make a difference there. And so I opened up my own practice and became a defense attorney. But after a period of time, it just got to the point where my wife, who said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of hearing you complaining about things that aren't right. It's time for you to take action and do something. And so I thought today was probably the most appropriate day. This was a time when, as a country, we all came together to address the ills that were affecting our country. And now in Baltimore, we have our own ills that we're dealing with. We're dealing with violent crime and repetitive violent crime. And so at this point, I'm asking the citizens of Baltimore to unite once again, come together, and let's bring about some change. We've got to go in another direction. And I think that I'm the person who can take that leadership and make that happen.
Obviously, you're going to get into a campaign that has brought about, I think we have one announced candidate.
Yes.
And yourself,
mm-hmm.
and I guess the incumbent is thinking about something pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
What will Russell Neverdon say for the State's Attorney's Office in direction and vision he wants to put in place?
Well, the one thing that I'd like to do, or the primary focus of my platform, is going back to basics, and that's community. I grew up in Baltimore City, and I've been the beneficiary of Baltimore City. And when I say that, I talk about the fact that I was raised by my grandparents. I didn't have my biological parents there with me, and from that extended to aunts and uncles, and then immediate neighbors, and the schools, and all those things that came together where everybody took a vested interest in me to make sure that I had the likelihood of success. And so because I've been the beneficiary of that, that's why I'm here today. I had that kind of support, and I think that that's something that we've lost touch with, where community cohesively work together. We policed ourselves. We supported each other. And that's a element that's gone. So that's the fundamental part that we need to bring back to Baltimore. With respect to the State's Attorney's Office, the community has lost faith in it. They've lost faith in our police department. And so we've got to rebuild those relationships. We've got to rebuild the public trust.
Now, I understand that you're going to be launching your campaign in a very unique way.
Yes.
How's that?
Well, at 12 o'clock noon, there will be what we call a viral launch. And that's where I will actually be bringing about the message and more pointed points, my platform and things that I want to bring about as far as changing the culture of the State's Attorney's Office, and how I think that overall it will benefit the citizens of Baltimore collectively, not just of certain faction, but all citizens of Baltimore will be a benefit. And therefore, at 12 o'clock noon on www.neverdonforbaltimore.com, there will be a live stream video where I make my formal announcement.
This is, I think this is the first time this kind of approach has been used. It'll be interesting to see how things go. Are you getting excited about the commitment it's going to take to be out there from now until June? That was late June 2014.
I am. I mean, I can tell you right now, it's been trying. It is definitely one that required deep prayer. It required some powwow with family time, and setting out a schedule and identifying time for the kids, time for the wife, and just making sure that those things are taken care of first and foremost. But it is a grueling commitment, not to mention that I have a full practice that I have to maintain. And so, I'd like to take this opportunity to, number one, thank God for making this possible, but number two, for all the support that I've gotten. A lot of my colleagues in the legal community have stepped up and come in to help me with my caseload and make sure that things are still on board and I can take care of home. And they're getting out there and they're spreading the word and they're giving me love and support in so many forms and donations and volunteer. So, this is truly a collective effort that I think is going to bring about a difference in Baltimore. It's time to make a change.
Coach? All right, I'm just making sure because we're going to about 90 seconds, so I want to make sure we got you as we wanted to. Obviously, sir, this is the campaign is in earnest. So, I'll give you the last 90 seconds to say whatever you offer up.
Okay. Well, the main thing that I'd like to bring about is Baltimore is I want us to get out and vote. That is just so important. This day is momentous. This is one of the things that we marched about, and we're not taking advantage of it. We've got a lot of eligible people who are out here who need to empower themselves through vote. You can't complain about it if you don't get out there and do anything. And I just think that at this point in time, marching and protesting are great catalysts to bring about change, but at some point in time, somebody's got to take a stand and take action, and that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm getting out here. I'm putting my family out there. I'm putting myself out there. I'm going to take whatever comes with it, and I'm fighting for Baltimore. I love Baltimore, and I want to give back what it gave to me.
Russell, Neverdon, again, how do folks who want to get in touch with you, what would be the best way to do that?
You can go to the website at www.neverdonforbaltimore.com. That launches officially at 12. And after the site comes up, you'll be able to actually go in. There's different buttons that allow you to volunteer, get to know me, information, host listening parties where I come in and I listen to various communities. So I come in. There's no more talking to people and talking at them. It's about listening to what people have to say. That's the only way we can effectively make a difference.
Russell A. Neverdon, Senior Lawyer, Esquire, and now candidate for the state's attorney. And family, please note, he took the opportunity to come to the WOLB family. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. Wish you the best as you go forward.
Thank you.
Here on 1010 WOLB.